breaking my heart. You're going down a path I can't follow.
Because of Obi-Wan.
Because of what you've done. What you plan to do. Stop. Stop now. Come back. I love you.
Liar! School's in session. I'm Mr. Guzman. Welcome to the classroom. Phases 1, 2, and 3. The post-credit, mid-credit scene for Marvel used to be the secret sauce. It used to give us endless theories of what was coming next. And now it feels like we kind of been lied to. Some of these post-credit scenes led nowhere, and others have simply just been forgotten. We were trained as Marvel fans to look at these post-credit scenes, stay until the end of the movie, so we would have a little insight what's going on in the future, and it always paid off. But now, I don't feel like it's paying off. So before I go full Sith on this, I want to talk about some of my honorable mentions that I feel are going to be resolved by the time Secret Wars comes out. First, we got Clea and the Incursion in Doctor Strange and the Multiverse of Madness. If you didn't see, Charlize Theron comes out. She's Clea, the daughter of Dormammu, if you didn't know the comic books. And she's like, Strange, you caused an incursion. You're going to help me fix it. And that one, I think this one, we haven't had a resolution yet, but I'm very certain the next movie is going to address this for the Doctor Strange movies. And I really feel that that would perfectly, with incursions, move right into Infinity War, Doomsday, all those kind of things. So that one, I do believe is coming back. And then we also had Monica Rambeau from the Marvels and WandaVision. At the end of the Marvels, she sacrificed herself and she went to a different reality, a different dimension. At the end of the movie, we didn't know if she was okay or not. Post-credit scene, we found out that she was in another universe, but in a hospital with Beast from the X-Men and Binary that looked like her mom. I do believe this is going to be resolved because we know mutants are coming, and this is a perfect way to bridge that together. Next up, we got the legendary Star-Lord. At the end of Guardians of the Galaxy 3, the post-credit scene when he was with his grandpa, eating some Magic Spoon cereal, talking about mowing lawns and whatnot. It did say the legendary Star-Lord will return. In the comics, that was a great run. He was on Earth. He met Kitty Pryde of the X-Men. They had a little bit of a romance and a great relationship. And this is a way also, like Monica Rambeau, that we can kind of bridge the gap with the mutants and kind of get that story started and going. And I can't wait. I want to see some more Star-Lord and Earth adventures, man. Hopefully it's not just him mowing lawns. All right, and one of my favorite post-credit scenes that went nowhere, which I think there's a chance they're going to make this work. This was Quantumania with the Council of Kangs, with Jonathan Majors being like, Infinity Kangs, they're all popping up all over the place. I even made a Bluey video about this. If you guys like Bluey, who doesn't like Bluey? This was supposed to go to a movie called Avengers Kang Dynasty before they turned it to Avengers Doomsday. If you remember in the news, John Majors, the guy who played the part of Kang the Conqueror, he was fired from Marvel. But there is rumors that Kevin Feige or Marvel's reaching out to him to play one more scene of Kang the Conqueror. I personally believe that they will reintroduce the Council of Kangs in the beginning of Avengers Doomsday. But instead of them all getting together and attacking the Avengers, I believe while they're getting together and have every single Kang in one room, Doom's going to find a way to destroy them. He's going to find a way to blow up the room or just make the room evaporate or make the room, everyone go to a different dimension or something like this. But I feel that Doctor Doom will end the Kang dynasty by eliminating Kang, and then it will truly go forward into a Doomsday movie. So those honorable mentions, I do feel they're going to resolve, but some of these other ones, they're no good, down and dirty. Liar! Let's talk Thor: Love and Thunder. If you remember the post-credit scene from Love and Thunder, Zeus was there managing his wounds if you were worried that he might have been offed. Nope, Zeus is still there. You're not going to off Zeus that easy. So Zeus was there doing a monologue talking about how the differences between how people used to be and they worship the gods. Now they basically worship superheroes. He wants his boy Hercules to take Thor out. A setup like that screams sequel. But we haven't heard nothing from him, not even another movie, not even whispered in another post-credit scene or anything like this, and definitely not in a Thor movie or anything Thor's been in. So did Marvel really set up a battle between two of the most powerful demigods and just abandon it? Feels like it. Liar! You don't dangle Hercules or something like this at the end of a scene and tease him and not deliver. Liar! It's truly a post-credit, mid-credit scene, but another promise that Marvel put out there that never really got resolved. I think there's a little bit of something going on, but we got White Vision. White Vision, where is he, man? He was talking about the boat of Theseus, and then he flew off. We haven't heard from him since. I thought he might even make a little appearance in Agatha all along, but nothing so far. They have talked about this thing called Vision Quest. Vision Quest is supposed to be, in a way, a trilogy of the WandaVision series. WandaVision being the first one, then we have Agatha being the second series, and then the third one is supposed to be Vision Quest, kind of wrapping up this whole storyline. So I have hope. But still, there's something about the way Marvel's been doing things in Phase 4 and Phase 5 that makes me feel like it could be a liar! In the movie Shang-Chi, we found in the post-credits scene with Wong, they had Bruce Banner, they had Captain Marvel, they had Shang-Chi, and of course, Katie. In the Shang-Chi post-credits scene, we found out that the rings were giving off a signal out to the cosmos, and it was a relic that was thousands and thousands of years old. And they really didn't know where the beacon was going. Was it Galactus coming over? Was it Kang that they were beaconing to? Was it Doom, the Beyonder? We don't know because Marvel never told us or gave us any hints about this. And that was a post-credits scene I was very excited for. You don't get all that star power in one room just to let us down. Liar! Man, I'm talking zero follow-up, zero announcements about anything to do with this particular thing. At least we know that Shang-Chi's coming back in Doomsday. Marvel, I'm telling you, man, you better not ghost us on this one. Liar! The movie Eternals left us with two cliffhangers. First, we wanted to see what happened when half of the Eternals were taken by the Celestial and the other half were going to go find them. And then we got the introduction of Harry Styles as Eros or Starfox, as he goes by both names, and Patton Oswalt as Pip. I used to read mostly cosmic Marvel comics when I was growing up, like Adam Warlock, Silver Surfer, the Infinity Watch, anything Infinity was cool, and Eros and Pip were in the mix all the time. So I was very happy about that. I was very excited. I thought this was going to go somewhere, and basically the one thing I think that was damaging to the Eternals was that it was like a 3-hour exposition movie. And I thought that was okay because they're going to pay it off in a second movie. Liar! But apparently no one at Marvel wants to talk about the Eternals anymore. I heard the sequel was canceled. That's the rumors anyway. And there's no talk about it at all. So I think they just ghosted us and it's all over, man. So no sequel, no announcements, just Stardust. Liar! And Eternals, there was 2 post-credit scenes. You remember the Eternals when Dane Whitman, the boyfriend of Cersei, the human guy in the beginning, he's like, I gotta save her, I gotta save her. Then he pulls out a case, opens it up, and there's the ebony blade in there. And then off screen, you hear a voice that's supposed to be Blade asking if he's ready for this.
Sure you're ready for that, Mr. Whitman?
That was 2021, people. And there's been so many scripts, so many directors attached and unattached to this Blade movie that I really don't feel Blade's happening. Liar! And the Blade movie has been delayed over and over, and there hasn't even been any talk of Dane Whitman becoming the Black Knight like he does in the comics and the Avengers. Let's bring him back. Let's do something with this. Will they even include Black Knight anymore? Liar! Is Blade even part of the future plans of the MCU? Liar! In Moon Knight, the post-credit scene made fans very excited because we finally met Jake, the third personality of Mark Spector. And he's working with Khonshu. It seems like he's still been working with Khonshu. That's huge, super huge. But there's no official second season announced. Liar! There hasn't been an appearance of Moon Knight in any other property by Marvel.
Liar!
Don't bring us a new identity just to bury it.
Liar!
In Spider-Man No Way Home, we saw Eddie Brock, Venom, talking with Danny Rojas from Ted Lasso, who's a bartender in Mexico, about basically what's been happening in phase 1, 2, 3 of the MCU. By the time he gets transported back to his dimension, we do see a symbiote black gooey remnant left on the bar that starts moving around. That tells me that that black suit is going to get on Peter Parker. It's going to make him the black suit Spider-Man that he has to get away from, and then finally get a little Venom in there. Instead, zilch, nada, no mentions of him.
Liar!
Not even Spider-Man freshman year. No mention, nothing. No symbiote suit on Peter Parker.
Liar!
Where is Steve Rogers? I'm talking old man Steve Rogers from the end of Endgame. Is Steve Rogers dead? Alive? On the moon? Everybody in Falcon and Winter Soldier thought he was up on the moon.
I'm sorry, wait, who are you?
Captain America.
I thought Captain America was on the moon.
But nobody has said or shown what happened to Cap or what he did after he went to go bring the stones back, except for what, 70 years later?
Liar!
If he's still alive, where is he? And if he's dead, why all the secrecy? Come on, Marvel, give us some closure. We need some Steve Rogers closure.
Liar!
In the first few phases, Marvel changed the game with post-credit scenes. But now, I feel they're dropping the ball. Teases with no payoff, promises with no follow-through. And the fans, we remember. Until Secret Wars comes and cleans this all up, or doesn't, we'll keep calling it what it is.
Liar!
This has been The Classroom with Mr. Guzman, and I'll see you next period. Get a little something right here.